Z, yes? This is Z, which is 2 knees pulling. This heel is right in the center, it's knitting, right in the center of my body. And then this one is pulling in tight. We talked about that one, right? So that there's this angle that comes over the top of the knee versus if I do what feels good for a moment, but I can't actually use it because now I've rotated the thigh so that all the pressure, can you see that? It comes right into the inside part of that knee. Can you all see that way? Right, so if I allow this to happen, you see how that comes from here. If I pull under, now the energy is coming over the top. Right? That's what we want. This has to pull, right? This pulls versus the knee being in front of me. Pull. Now my fight is for those hips to try to stay clean. And my body must stay tall, rib caging on. Rib caging on. Yes? We came forward, hands on the floor. Pull back. We reach and fight the chest. Shoulders stay down. Fight the chest away. Reach. And here's the moment I really want to talk about. Here. Remember in ballet class when we go to do a back home right, we have that big giant reach up and inhale? You have to have that feeling coming out of the floor. Then, this is not a traditional leg over the leg. Right? Not a traditional leg over the leg. This is a rounding of the arm. You felt it, right? It's really here. So then watch the middle of my back. Watch the middle of my back, probably in the mirror. The middle of my back actually moves that way. Right? It was here, now it's there. Yes? So I'm not coming this way. Does it make sense to you? It's really important. The difference is that if I'm folding here, it's really a fold at the hip. Right? And I potentially get all this pressure in the low back and I actually get separation. The sacrum all the way to the bottom. Ah, right? Instead, I'm going to first make the back work. Now all of this is alive and engaged. Now, if I want, I can reach forward to increase the stretch in my hamstring, right? But ultimately, you're going to get the stretch wherever you are what? Least flexible, wherever your muscles are tightest, wherever they have the most resistance, right? And then you'll move through that as you keep working. But this comes from a principle from reinforced motor function, which says that we always have muscle engagement. Never do we do a stretch where we are released. Right? Why? Any idea why? It's not useful. Why isn't it useful? Because it lets you work flexibility without strength. When's the last time you went to do a drum ball on? You didn't have to squeeze your muscles. When's the last time you did a developé and you didn't have to squeeze your muscles? You might get away with a drum ball on if someone that doesn't know any better. Right? Swing. Swing. But when you have to fight gravity, now you have to have enough strength to be able to work through that. Right? You have to be able to use, so all of you can sit on some decent splits, right? But if you can't use them when you stand up and go to pick up your leg, what's the point? Right? It's kind of a waste of time. So you want to make the most and best use of every moment of your dance class, because you might only get a few of them, you know? Like you might only get, I often only get 3 hours of dancing in a week. Does it look like it? Right? But I use every second of those 3 hours to get as much as I possibly can out of it. And that's your job. Your job is to get everything out of everything, because otherwise, it's a waste of time. Alright, let us come to the side. Take off your sock.